I am Grace Gallagher. I am a mother of 5, a wife of David Gallagher for over 30 years. We were high school sweethearts, which is kind of wild. And I am the co-founder and board chair of the Cameron K. Gallagher Foundation. Her spirit has always been passion. She has never been one to be quiet about something she felt like was not fair or was not talked about. And she was my second of 5 children, and she struggled with depression and anxiety. And she wore a beautiful mask most of the time. She was an avid swimmer. She had a boyfriend, she was that typical high schooler. But what people didn't know for a long time is that there was a very scary and dark side. And she would say, I don't understand why this is happening to me. I don't understand why I hurt so bad. And she wished that she could point to it. And I wish that I could give the mom's magic kiss that makes everything feel better. But as she was really working through her depression and anxiety, she became very vocal on not understanding why we're whispering about this in corners. And she came to us one day and she ran down the steps in typical Cameron style and talking a mile a minute. And she said, I want to do a 5K to raise awareness for teenage depression and anxiety. And I want to have silly string, and I want to have music, and I want to have ice cream at the end, because we are more than our depression and anxiety. And she was like, I want to celebrate and I want to share my story. And when she told me that, I was in kind of mama bear protective mode. And I said, Cameron, not a lot of people know how deep and dark your story goes. And I don't know if you want to do that. And she looked at me right in the eyes and she said, if I'm the one that is struggling and I'm not afraid to talk about it, why are you? And so I think the 5K was more about an inclusive celebration of show up whoever you are, however you are, and everybody wants to see you cross that finish line. I think with karting, what's so amazing, it's so unique. And that's Cameron's vibe. We don't have to just go and Sandy knew this. Sandy knew the uniqueness and the spice that Cameron had, and that bringing karting up as a way to raise awareness to a whole nother audience that maybe would not get access to speaking up for mental health has been an exciting avenue for us to spread her message. And I believe that the karting side of it is a true reflection of her dynamic personality. It's pretty special. They are very involved. When we lost Cameron, it was her older brother that found some things she had written down on what she wanted to do to raise awareness. And he said, we have to do this. And so all of my kids, sometimes they get a little bit tired of Cameron, just as if she was like on their nerves, walking into the kitchen. But they're so passionate about knowing the way she suffered and some of the suffering that didn't have to happen due to judgment, that they have gone out there and they've been her voice. They've learned a lot about themselves through her suffering. And I think their own suffering, they have learned that when they're having their dark moments, they're going to take their pain and put it to purpose. And they have helped a lot of their friends that maybe hadn't talked about it in their homes or in their schools or at a fraternity house. They've really, really been passionate about it and really gotten behind their sister in a really special way. I am a big believer in the power of storytelling. And a lot of reducing stigma is telling stories. So some of the things at the foundation that we do is we have a podcast that we share experts, and then sometimes we share life experiences just with everyday people. somebody's going to hear something in someone's story that resonates, and they're not going to be alone, or they're going to get a little tidbit of hope. And I think that is super powerful. I think all of the work that we do within the foundation has that element of conversations and has that element of what we call speaking up. And when you go and you work with people and you give them that safety and that non-judgment space, and that space where you are maybe just listening, it is powerful on the ripple effect. And I have told people that work at the foundation, I've told our board members, I've told Sandy, I've told so many people that you don't know how far that ripple effect goes when you speak. And it's very evident when you are at the karting event and you have all these people around you that you could assume would never talk about it. And you share a little bit of a story, and then they're standing under a tent watching these go-karts go around, and they're sharing their story. And they're sharing stories of resilience too. It's very powerful. And that's what I believe the world needs to do, is we need to talk.